Alright. Just about ready to restart with a friendlier seed. And they're starting. And here we go again. Get rid of the stones of sunlight. Pyrolite, it was surrounded by swamp and there were no fightable enemies, essentially. Alright, so a big chunk of gold. Magic key. No spells. And an herb. So very similar to last time, except no stones of sunlight. Instead, they have a big chunk of money. And there are red slimes, and they are killable. So we will definitely get this one moving. This seed will be different. Highspirits giving up on a ghost. Looks like Game Boy will probably do the same after failing to hit this one. No, he attacks again. So Highspirits this time, the first one to get experience. Still neither player has leveled. Highspirits using his herb in an attempt to conserve his gold. And now Game Boy's starting over. Ready to conserve his gold and get to Garinham. That's a big find. Highspirits taking a death with 1 experience to go. And he's not going to give up the progress he's made. So, presumably he'll find Garinham soon and just take the loss and build up his gold gradually. Game Boy is indeed going to head straight there and try to get a weapon. There is no shop in the castle, so they have to find a town to buy things. So Highspirits basically committed to getting level 2, and Game Boy committed to going to Garinham, so we'll have a divergence of strategies immediately. And we'll see how that affects them. Highspirits going in the opposite direction. No hand axe, but Game Boy can get a bamboo pole and chainmail. I'm assuming that's what he's going to get. And now over to the item shop. He can pick up herbs for survival. Believe it or not, the bamboo pole makes a significant difference when you're stuck against basic enemies. It really does make a big difference in the grinding process. He doesn't need it, of course, because he's buying herbs, but it's going to help. And there's a dragon scale as well, which Game Boy is donning. And now both players grinding in Zone 0. See, the bamboo pole is helping Game Boy hit these ghosts. I believe it's put him over the threshold. Yeah, he can now do 2 damage. So that is actually going to be a huge help. Highspirits gets to level 2 first. Game Boy very close behind. A big amount of MP and the heal spell. So Highspirits can go inside and replenish his magic, or he can get killed by an armored knight if he walks too far. So he'll have that right away. He branched out to the left. I have to imagine he's going to go the other way and find Grinham soon. He's not going to feel too bad, though, because the only weapon available with the current gold is the bamboo pole. So he'll miss out on early chainmail, but he doesn't really need that when he has the heal spell and he's grinding in Zone 0. Game Boy now reaching level 2. Such a big MP gain. And there's heal. He doesn't have to go inside yet. Looks like he's choosing to stay at the inn instead. Not much difference between the two choices. But yeah, no real opportunities springing forth yet, so both players continue to grind in Zone 0. Even though magicians have sleep, they appear to be fully fightable. Especially for Game Boy, who's not taking much damage because of the chainmail. But yeah, both players are committed. And you can see Highspirits is just a little weaker without that bamboo pole. So it looks like Game Boy will be... Oh no, they're both going to get to level 3 at the same time. No power this time, a little bit of defense. And Highspirits finally finding Grinham. I'm sure he'll buy a bamboo pole and clothes, because why not? And now over to the items. He's a little short on gold, so he can't fill up on herbs, but he is going to get some. Making sure he gets the dragon scale as opposed to running out of gold. And he's committing to torches so that he can see in caves. They've learned Stop Spell. HS dons the Dragon Scale. So you can see Game Boy's defense power is 8 higher because of the chainmail. That's a big deal right now. And he gets to level 4 already. The new spell is Hurt More, so this seed is going to open up. Highspirits will not be far behind. As soon as he gets another 15 or so experience, he will be on his way with Hurt More as well. Looks like another 10 experience from here. Game Boy getting ambushed by a green dragon. He could have beaten it in one turn with Hurt More. Highspirits looking like he's getting a little ahead of himself right now, searching already. It's possible he could find something fightable. It looks like the Warlock is the first enemy with Dragon Lord Breath. Game Boy, wow, surviving with 1 HP and able to double Hurtmore a Star Wyvern, which temporarily gives him a very large lead. So yeah, obviously this is going to be a fast seed. As soon as Highspirits gets 10 more experience, they're both going to be off on their way. It's going to look like Game Boy takes an enormous lead, but that is only temporary. Even though he's 3 levels ahead right now, Highspirits is going to catch up rapidly when he gets Hurtmore. Game Boy exploring the bottom of the map. And this Magician will actually get level 4 for Highspirits, and then we'll see both players take off. Magician's being very annoying with sleep, but I'm confident Highspirits will win this battle. There it is. So here we go. Both players with limitless potential now. And it looks like Highspirits will take off immediately. Okay, we can check Highspirits' exact stats right now. 35 HP, 55 MP. So you can see he's got 3 less MP, and that was the same at the start, I noticed, the start of the previous seed. So, yeah, it just looks like it's a static modifier. And yeah, it might be 3 less agility as well, that's right. 3 less agility and MP. So yeah, this is the second time in 2 days that racers have attempted to get fancy with names, and it's proven to be a detriment against them. It's not clear if this is actually going to affect Highspirits' game at all or not, but it's nice to maximize your stats if you can. So there's level 5 for HS. Again, he's going to be catching up rapidly. Well, if he wanted lowercase, then it's a good thing that uppercase is still at the very least the build that he wanted. Again, if it's just agility and MP, like 3 MP could cost him a heal more in the end, but if it doesn't, then it might not make any difference. And already, Highspirits rocketing up to level 6. That'll be level 8 for Game Boy. There's going to be a lot of just building until they find a location. Still not a single new location since Grinham. Highspirits could buy some chainmail, but again, he has enough health that he can take an attack from basically any big enemy that he could hurt more. So he's not concerned about that right now. He just wants to get kills as quickly as possible. Game Boy encounters the fun police and cannot escape. So yeah, even in really generous seeds where you get hurt more early or something similar to that, there's no guarantee that the seed will be fast if everything is really, really far away from Tentagel and hard to find for whatever reason. Highspirits has finally come across another town, and it's Cantlin. He can't use it yet, unless there's something decent in the weapons shop, one of the 2 weapons shops. But just knowing where it is, as soon as he finds keys, he'll be right back there. It was a nice place to refill his MP as well. Game Boy testing out the Hurtmores on a blue dragon, and he does land 2 of them. That's a big gain. Okay, Highspirits is at level 7 now. So yeah, even though Game Boy will retain his experience lead for a while, it's less significant now that the levels take longer to obtain. Highspirits will be either a level behind or on the same level for most of this race, starting pretty much now. Lots of great mid-range and upper-range hurt-moreable enemies. They're still well in a period where these enemies that give something like 58 experience are very worthwhile. Levels are still relatively close by. And there's Game Boy missing a Hurtmore on the blue dragon. And Highspirits succumbing to the lure of the fun police. So irresistible. Game Boy surviving due to blue dragons having hurt, and he's got another shot at Hurtmore here. And he nails it. That'll be worth level 9. And yeah, I guess with Blue Dragons casting Hurt, neither player can resist the opportunity. Highspirits now joining in, trying to defeat a Blue Dragon. He's not going to try attacking again, but the Hurtmore works, and that will land him at level 8. Jake Oper, if you're asking about Blue Dragons, it would be because they didn't have something like Hurt, and Hurtmore wasn't working. So because their HP is kind of mid-range, they can die in 2 attacks. And the odds of landing 2 successive Hurtmores aren't that great. So if they're trying to get a little distance from the castle, and they're really far away, they want to continue exploring, they might choose to run from a Blue Dragon. As it stands, Blue Dragons are a lot safer since they have Hurt, and it's working out for both players. But the red dragons are also everywhere. Oh wow, Game Boy finding the Twin Cities, one being Hawksness. If there's an Axonite or Blue Dragon in there, he'll be able to defeat it. The other is Coal. So for starters, he'll go straight to what we call the armor square in Coal. And it is the armor! That's going to help him a great deal. And he has enough gold for a hand axe. He might go... there is a hand axe for sale. He can't afford a large shield, but he's not buying the hand axe, presumably because of hurt more. He wants to focus on defense instead. Doesn't look like the grind zone outside is very useful, but of course there could be multiple zones around, so he's going to check thoroughly around to see if he can build a little bit. And yeah, Game Boy certainly has enough HP to take a look in Hawksness. I am a little surprised that he didn't at least take a look with Hurtmore. But presumably he wants to grind for the large shield first. He's so close to it if he just finds one big enemy. Spectre is probably not going to be enough. I don't keep track of how much gold enemies give because it's so rarely a factor. But he's close, and now he has made the decision to at least take a look in Hawksness for a new grind enemy. That's what he's doing. Finally he decides to check out what's over there, and it's a blue dragon, so this will be an easy kill for him. More than likely. Two failed Hurtmores after the first successful one. And there it is. Token, flute, or nothing. We'll find out. In the meantime, Game Boy has earned level 10. And Highspirits catching up in exploration. He finds the Twin Cities. The fairy flute discovered in Hawksness. So Highspirits will throw his cloth away in favor of Erdrick's armor. That's not right. Sorry guys, did Game Boy just buy a hand axe or a large shield? I assume it was the hand axe based on the cost there. Yeah, that's what I thought. And Highspirits now also trying to grind for gold. Just a little bit more for that hand axe. So he's going for that, it looks like. Getting a 5 gold rebate on the bamboo pole. Now, I can't imagine Game Boy successfully killing a golem here, but he is going to take a look at how much damage he can do. There's 10 damage, and he gives up rapidly. So Highspirits defeating the blue dragon will also get the fairy flute. And again, since neither player has found a key yet, it's definitely possible for either player to take a lead, like a very large lead, by finding something like Remolder first. It looks like Highspirits is taking a moment to grind a little bit on blue dragons. And I can't blame him, like, even though Hurtmore is an issue in terms of consistency on blue dragons, he hasn't found anything outside. Game Boy had the same issue. So it makes sense if he's trying to build gold for a large shield or something like that. Both players are actually very close in experience now, so this is a fairly even race. Game Boy discovering the first cave. This one is the Shrine Cave. And it's a gold chest. Very rare to find a situation where you would want to gold grind from a chest like that. Obviously, Game Boy in no position to want to do that right now. He's found Brecconary, that's not going to change anything. Brecconary, frequently the least favorable town to find. If you find it early on, it can be useful for items and a few weapons in certain circumstances, like if you start with a big gold chunk, something like that. But other than that, when both players have gotten started, neither pretty much ever wants to find Grinham. Or Brecconary, rather. The search for keys continues. It's a very common theme when both players are in a strong position. In this case, both players having Hurtmore in a very strong position, very comfortable trying to explore the entire map. The next major roadblock is getting keys. That's going to unlock a lot of treasure chests. Game Boy with lots of MP, but choosing to take a pause to use his hand axe to kill a wolf in 2 attacks. And I can't blame him given that he's on a wide open map trying to explore and he hasn't found anything nearby, but he finally uses a Hurtmore here. Highspirits using the same tactic, trying to conserve MP. And now Game Boy's found Cantlin, the town that Highspirits found earlier. Again, no use for it yet, but very nice to know where it is for later. And again, the Fun Police giving both players trouble in different areas of the map. Both will be sent back to start. Experience still very close. Sure, Shub. Game Boy now reaching level 11.
So,
And there's Shubinator. Can you hear me okay, Shub?
yes, I can.
Excellent.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Do you hear anything in the background?
Just a click or two. Nothing major.
Okay, good. So I'm kind of joining late, so... Yeah. It looks like something's in the middle of a swamp. What is that?
That's Breckenary. And a cave nearby. Oh, that is the shrine cave, so just gold in there.
Gotcha.
Again, lots of great hurt more enemies all around. Magi Wyverns, Axe Knights. All good.
So... Have they found, Karlach yet? Karlach.
Oh yeah, they've both seen it. They've both seen it on the map, but nowhere near being able to get in. They actually haven't found any vital items for getting into Sharlock. So that's a long way off. And there's Sharlock on Highspirits' screen.
Did they find the caves yet?
No keys yet either, so paramount importance to explore.
Did they find the caves?
Oh, the caves. They haven't found either of the gold grind caves yet. I think that shrine cave is the only one so far, and it just had gold.
Yikes.
So still a long way to go, and they've been exploring for a long time. This is obviously a very wide open map, probably not much water or mountains on the map. There's probably a lot of extra area to explore.
Yeah, unlike some of the ones that I've been in, which are so tiny, it's like, oh, we can find everything! Can't go 5 steps without tripping over a town.
Is Shubinator too loud, guys? Just have to wait a few seconds for a response. Highspirits finally finding Remulder. So it's interesting from a viewing perspective when the player who's behind in experience gets keys first, or some similar advantage. This could be the jump that Highspirits needs to equalize. And we'll see how long it takes Game Boy to find keys. Okay, I can just adjust Shub's volume, actually.
Oh, I can do that too.
That should be better.
I hope so.
Yeah, no problem there.
It's kind of amazing. I can hear the music through your clicking.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
So, blue dragons. Oh, Highspirits is trying that chest, I hope.
Yeah, more gold in there.
Oh, so Game Boy found Rimuldar as well.
Trying to fight a red dragon. He is capable with heal more. He's got 5 heal mores. Definitely the possibility is there. Just depends on how high his damage rolls are.
So what was in Tantagel?
They haven't been there yet.
That is kind of weird, considering that I thought you said that the chest had gold in it.
That was the chest in Remulder.
Which means that they both should have had an option to use magic keys, right?
Yep. They just haven't been back to Tantagel yet.
Huh. That would be my first goal.
Well, Highspirits just got there. And,
Well, yeah.
And Game Boy, I haven't seen him buy keys yet. I actually just missed what Highspirits found in the tablet cave. Just flashed off the screen.
Yeah, I'm currently watching Highspirits. He found magic keys. Woohoo!
More magic keys. And going through the swamp cave, we'll see if this leads to Garinham or Tantagel. Oh, he's actually checking out... Wow. He's checking out what the monster is, and it's a golem. And it looks like he's going to try and beat it for the princess.
Oh my goodness. That may or may not have been the best decision. Unless he has a flute.
He did get the flute from Hawksness, so I guess he's bracing for the possibility of the token being on the map. And I guess I can't blame him for that. Some players have a bit of trouble counting just great distances without Gwaelin's love, so I can't blame them for going for the princess early on.
Yeah, I have a little bit of issue myself, but in the one yesterday, yeah, is going for the love when Catelyn hasn't even been found yet, and Swamp Cave was right there. Yeah.
So yeah, that was just a coincidence that Highspirits found a golem one step away from the permanent enemy, which is actually a golem.
Indeed. Highspirits is like, another golem?
Now, if he hadn't run from the first one... Oh, there's an excellent move. Very useful. Looks like he's going to... Well, we were pretty sure he'd be successful anyway, but... it would have been interesting to see if he had killed that first golem, and then he would have walked right through because of the glitch, which, if I understand it correctly, and we've seen it happen twice, if you beat the same enemy in the swamp cave, it will just make the permanent one vanish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know this. That is interesting.
As I say, I've only seen it happen twice, once to me and once to Tristal. And when it happened to Tristal, it was an Axe Knight in a race with something like 8 people, and I think he was the only one it happened to.
Wow. Yeah, Jacob, he found 3 golems. Randomly.
So a successful grab of the princess. It's time to go back to Tantagel. He cast Stop Spell accidentally, no big deal there. He has Outside and Return, so he's going to go straight back.
I would have gone straight through the swamp cave without casting Outside if I didn't know what was on both ends.
That's right, he didn't actually check that other exit.
Actually, no. If you go in from the bottom, Outside takes you to the top.
That's right.
It's kinda not well known, but or remembered most of the time, but it's indeed true. But thou must.
Alright, so I don't think Highspirits actually got coordinates yet. I'll be back to Catelyn for those later. In the meantime, it's time to raid the treasury. And yeah, it doesn't look like Gameboy found Remolder.
Huh. I wonder how you knew that the chest in Remolder was gold.
Well, Highspirits opened it.
Well, oh, that's right. I had a delay and I wasn't paying that much attention. HS can gold grind, but is it the right decision?
Yeah, there was a big gold chest in the bottom right, that's correct. So, I feel like this is... Oh wow, I was wrong. I thought this would be Mountain or Grave, but it's the Stones of Sunlight Cave. And it has either an herb or a key. I didn't see if Highspirits was full on either one. But either an herb or a key.
Well. That's too bad.
Garinham close by, so many more chests and caves to come. Again, very likely that Highspirits will find the Mountain Cave or Garen's Grave in there. And I think he'll stay at the inn as a result before he goes in, because he's low on MP. And I think he's expecting to find something. There's Gameboy getting into Remolder and getting his first keys. So again, both players are going to be very close together.
And here's Garanham. Or at least on my screen.
Yeah, Shub, if you're watching the restream, that there might be a double delay for you. If you want to watch Gameboy's channel and Highspirits' channel, it'll probably be less delay or no delay at all.
Yeah, I was aware of that and decided to just keep watching the restream.
Okay.
So let's see here. Did HS get into the grave yet?
Oh, he found the fighter's ring and accidentally used the torch. Now he finally puts the fighter's ring on. The second chest is Erdrick's token, so now he doesn't actually have to search the map, and there's Erdrick's sword.
Oh my.
So yeah, he still has to search the caves for the stones and the staff, but finding the token means that on the plus side he doesn't have to...
Do Catelyn.
That's right. But on the minus side, he did actually save the princess, which took a little extra time. But yeah, Grinham, very valuable right now. Gameboy finding the north end of the swamp cave, and immediately exiting.
Because Jerk Cave was nearby.
And it is indeed the mountain cave in Garen's grave location. And
Which
the Staff
means
of Rain is in there. So Highspirits appearing to take a big lead here, but Gameboy's going to be really close by. Gameboy first checking the two-door chest in Remolder.
Staff of Rain.
Highspirits finding a cursed belt and gold up top, and then in the middle there are wings, now going to the last treasure chest. Gameboy, meanwhile, still carrying an experience lead that's hopefully, for him, going to allow him to relatively even out once he catches up in picking up stuff. Both cursed belts in the mountain cave. Or, yeah, in the mountain cave.
But the Staff of Rain is there, which is important.
Yeah. So Gameboy will have to go there eventually. Gameboy's still exploring, not going back to a key necessary location yet. He finds the tablet cave, so he will get a magic key from here.
I'm surprised Highspirits didn't go and try to grind out for the silver shield.
Yeah, I was surprised as well. Still no gold grinding from either player. Gameboy, I assume, when he gets his chance, he will gold grind.
Oh boy, Game Boy doing tablet cave.
And now Gameboy sees that the south entrance of the swamp cave is very close by as well, so the swamp cave is useless now.
Yep, unfortunately.
And yeah, he's not saving the princess. He'll discover later that the token is not on the map. Once he gets back to Grinham, that'll be a very soon stop up and coming.
Ooh, loud music.
Oops. Exploration continues for Highspirits, who's done all the raiding of familiar locations he can. Gameboy, meanwhile, is continuing to explore the map. I can't blame him for doing this. Again, since he has Hurtmore, he's still strong enough to grind against pretty much anything he finds. But he's just trying to be as efficient as possible, finding all the necessary locations, and he gets rewarded by finding Garen's grave first. We'll see if... I mean, you have to presume that the Stones of Sunlight are in here, and therefore it's a necessary location.
So, nothing, and a torch. Very, very useful Garen's grave.
Yeah, he's going to have to go down low for the Stones of Sunlight. I don't think there's any place left that could have them. At least one player has been to the Tablet Cave, the Stones Cave, and the Shrine Cave, and as well as the extra chests in Remolder and Garinham. I think Garen's Grave is the only thing left for the Stones of Sunlight, so Game Boy will find that.
Which will give him a slight lead, providing he ever returns to Tannadill. Don't touch sunlight! He's gonna continue exploring the cave.
Yeah, I don't think there can be anything else useful down below, but he doesn't know that yet because he hasn't been to Garinham yet, so he will scout out that last location, and then afterwards he's probably going to initiate his gold grind. So again, just the fact that he is gold grinding and Highspirits chose not to, I have to imagine that's going to give him some sort of edge. And when combined with his experience, it's all going to come down to finding the rest of the items. I don't think either player has found the Jerk Cave yet, but I could be wrong about that. It could have been a very quick visit.
I believe somebody did find the Jerk Cave and left almost immediately.
Yeah.
I don't remember who, but I'm pretty sure I saw it.
So yeah, Game Boy on probably his next battle will reach level 13, maintaining that approximately 600 or 700 experience point lead.
Huh. Didn't Game Boy have... No, he doesn't have the sword yet.
No, not yet. He'll find it once he finally chooses to go back to Garinham. I guess that's going to be after the gold grind. This is a very efficient route for him, finding Garen's Grave and then both cleaning it out and suiciding simultaneously to go back for the gold grind and Garinham. It's all going to be nearby there. It's going to work out very well for him time-wise. So there's level 13.
Oh my goodness!
The equivalent of finding Erdrick's sword in that level.
Yeah.
Virtually.
Oh, imagine if I had that at level 18 yesterday. Whew. So yeah, I went back and watched the stream yesterday. My race. It was quite interesting to see how even the two of us were for almost the entire race.
Yeah, it was very entertaining to watch. So to my surprise, Game Boy also electing not to gold grind. Not that it's a mistake, but I'm just surprised that both players made that decision.
Did Garinham have the shield?
I don't know for sure.
If it didn't have the shield, then I can understand why they would be hesitant to do it.
While they've been to a lot of towns, neither player actually checked what was available in both Cantlin shops. So that's a possibility. But who knows, maybe both players just decided either they're going to go without the silver shield or they noticed large agility gains early on.
Did Highspirits really just go in and leave Garen's tomb? Why?
Yeah, I think it was just a mistake. I think he's going back in.
Yeah, the confusion surprised me because I would have just gone for it even if they were tough enemies. Maybe he was checking to see if he had a key.
Yeah, that's possible.
Oh! Guess what? Game Boy is finding the sword!
It is that time.
And about time.
Meanwhile, Highspirits in Garen's Grave will find the Stones of Sunlight shortly.
Yeah, but he still has to check the 3 chests first, which will take some time. Oh, nope, he just finished that.
What a great Garinham.
I enjoyed backdooring Garinham. Going through the swamp cave and coming out in Garenham, always fun.
Game Boy putting on the fighter's ring immediately. He is nearly strong enough to fight the Dragon Lord already. And he is about to find the Staff of Rain, so this race could come down to who finds the rainbow drop first. I think someone mentioned that at least one player has found it, but I'm not sure if both have.
I did not know there was golems in that cave. HS may have to come back to it. Holy crap.
So yeah, McGrew says Cole has the silver shield. If both players have seen that, I'm really surprised that neither chose to gold grind. Their agility is not spectacular right now. So yeah, it's just a bit of a surprise to me.
Just as surprising as an agility and MP build.
That was also surprising for sure. So yeah, both players equal in items. I didn't see Game Boy get a large shield, but he might already have one, so just bear that in mind, and we'll try and figure out for sure whether or not he has one when he checks his stats.
I'm surprised they didn't use a fairy flute.
Yeah, it looks like he's just trying to fight it faster and avoid the animation. He's got plenty of heal mores.
Yeah, it's not... Whoa. Nice. It's not the greatest idea. And they both got an excellent move at the same time. And I will be right back.
Game Boy's stats flashed briefly on the screen there. I'll try to catch it next time he brings it up. Again, I just haven't seen him buy a large shield. It's possible he did, but it's also possible he didn't because, again, he feels very comfortable with Hurt More and a lot of HP. Yeah, each player has their own ideas in terms of golem fighting when you have heal more. Whether or not it's worth the time to use the fairy flute to save the MP, it's generally situational. Game Boy has found the rainbow drop cave. And so he is all set. Again, apart from potentially his shield, but I assume he has the large shield and has just decided he's not going to grind for the silver shield. Going straight into Sharlock to see what's there. With his current max HP, there's absolutely no way he's going in to fight the Dragon Lord. With his current HP and strength and MP. They do not add up to success. So yeah, he's grinding on the first floor for now. Highspirits has managed to completely eliminate the experience gap. Both players virtually even at this point. The question remains, will Highspirits be a heal more behind when it comes time to fight the Dragon Lord, and will it matter? Yeah, if they're choosing not to grind in Hawksness, it may be simply because it's far away. Game Boy finding Sharlock here, it's possible he has visions of, for example, fighting his way down and getting a really large level along the way. And healing back his HP as he walks, and winning with 11 heal mores. The Hawksness enemy is a blue dragon that has hurt, so very beatable for sure. But now Game Boy finally uses the heal more. So resigned to the fact that it would be way too difficult to fight on the way down for that level at this point without using any heal spells. Highspirits receiving his rainbow drop. So yeah, with this Star Wyvern kill, both players are again going to be virtually even in experience and basically in the same position, the same situation. We do have to wonder if Highspirits is going to be a heal more short at the end. Yeah, of course, it's still possible the Game Boy's fighting his way down just to find either grind on the bottom floor or fight the mini-boss. But both players simultaneously reaching level 14, and we'll take a look at Game Boy's stats here if he checks them. Not checking yet. But either
Back.
But either way, this race is promising to be a really close one.
Oh, somebody's in Carlock. Charlock.
Yeah, Highspirits has also picked up his rainbow drop, so he may be on his way.
Well, he needs to stay at the end first, or die.
Meanwhile, Game Boy, very comfortable fighting a red dragon at this point. Oh, that's right, Game Boy's sprite has a shield. That should have been enough of a clue.
Well, he could have a small shield too.
So yeah, with both players' agility being relatively low, I just can't help but remain surprised that neither player grinded for a silver shield. This may have something to do with the fact that both of these players have analyzed the amount of time it takes and just made a decision that it's too big of a risk in contrast to just running straight to the Dragon Lord with the large shield.
To be fair, four defense isn't that much of a difference.
I think the difference is 10.
No, it's 6 and 10.
I think that's between the small shield and large shield. I think the silver shield gives 20.
McGrew?
I'm sure McGrew will say the same. I think the FAQ lists it as plus 25, but in reality that's an error and it's just plus 20. But still, it's 10 more than the large shield. I'm just waiting to see where Highspirits' experience is. Oh, there we go. So Game Boy has gotten his lead back in experience, and he's got a positional edge actually being in a grind zone already.
I guess it is a 10 defense difference. I didn't think it was that much.
I'm surprised it's not more than that considering the vast cost difference.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. I was always comfortable not actually getting the silver shield if it wasn't really required. But 10 defense can make a difference.
Absolutely. This choice could pay off. Again, we have yet to see how much response speed they're going to gain on the next level, possibly 2 levels, but I'm sort of expecting the next level to be enough. It's going to be really close, but one of these players, you know, if it's possible, with a reasonably favorable expectation. One of these players is going to try it at level 15. Stonemen with weak fire breath, no real danger there. Oh, but they do have heal more, so that's going to change things. Game Boy still sticking to the plan and using stop spell.
I wouldn't even. I don't know why people still fight the stone men. They're just too much offense, too much hit points, for way too little. And to boot, they're easy to run from. Like yesterday, if I saw a stone man, I would have just ran from it.
So Game Boy approaching his next level, also approaching the mini-boss. We'll see if something worthwhile is down there. If it's something like an Axe Knight, I mean, the best possible thing is an Axe Knight with Stop Spell and Hurt. You can fight one of those almost forever without healing.
Oh, well, a stone man with breath isn't that bad.
Yeah, with weak breath, that's not bad at all. He does have to use Stop Spell to prevent the heal mores, but he's taking a risk attacking here, and he did not get dodged, so he's fine. Highspirits being...
Maybe also thought that if he did miss, there was a good chance of casting heal more, which would have, made things easy.
Oh, that's true. Highspirits, I feel like he's getting slowed down a little at this point, fighting golems, but they are worth a lot of experience, and he's not far behind. Again, a very close one enemy gap between them right now.
Which is soon going to change pretty heavily.
There's level 15, so we'll see how much of a difference this makes. Will it be enough?
Ooh.
Only one power, but there's the defense. So I imagine Game Boy's feeling pretty good about not getting the silver shield right now. And if I were racing against him, I guarantee you I would have gotten it, and that would have given him a time advantage in that case.
Why wouldn't you just die and then walk back?
He might know that there's a town nearby, and it might be closer than Tentagel, so he might be just trying to heal and walk back. Yeah, that is pretty close by.
Too much of a risk, in my opinion. What's Game Boy's strength?
Game Boy is now at 134, only gaining 1 power from the last level. But let's take a look.
So he has 96 strength?
Yeah, so looking at the math, he does have 97 HP. I think he's going to go for the Dragon Lord right now.
I would too. In fact, I probably would have done it last level. Maybe. If I was actually able to get down the steps with enough hit points and magic.
I wasn't surprised he didn't go down last level with 9 less, or not. What was it that was missing? I think there was something that was a bit lacking.
Oh,
But-
he probably had like 87 hit points instead of 97, which probably would keep me from doing it too.
That's right, that was it. And it was definitely enough to deter with the relatively low MP. But yeah, we've analyzed Game Boy's stats here, and there's no question he knows that he's ready to fight the Dragon Lord in this position, and he's going.
I question whether it's really worth it. If only because his hit points are kind of on the low side, and if he gets breath from cold hit points, he may have to double heal.
Yeah, he's not going to get any double attacks, I don't think, but he is going to... it looks like, on average, he's going to finish with 1 heal more left, and that's, like, even if he doesn't get any double attacks.
No, he's
And-
grinding.
And that's basically more than enough.
He's grinding.
Wow! Oh, that is definitely a surprise. It could just be that he was worried about trying to run from red dragons, I don't know. But yeah, everyone in chat is agreeing. There's no question he's strong enough to fight the Dragon Lord. So I am definitely surprised.
I am kind of wavering on whether he's strong enough because I think there would have been a good chance of him losing. Maybe a coin flip or something. I don't know, but at that hit point, it's just really iffy. And I don't know what he's doing grinding still.
It's so strange. He has more than enough agility to be comfortable running, even from red dragons, I think. And, like, it looks like he's changing his mind right now. Like, it looks like he just realized, oh, I can actually go do this. Where is he going?
What? What is even going on?
I cannot imagine what he is doing right now. I can't imagine. Oh, unless... Oh, I got it. He doesn't have any herbs, that's what it is. He needs a different town to buy herbs. But
wait,
High Spirits, on the other hand, I bet he's made the decision to go at level 15.
He's grinding in the desert!
High Spirits... Wow, he's also grinding! High Spirits does have the same number of heal mores. He's not missing out there. But both players choosing to grind at level 15 when the Dragon Lord is theirs for the taking, this is a huge surprise to me. I'm gonna run the math again, but it looks like it would take 12 attacks, or either 12 or 13 attacks to kill the Dragon Lord. And with 12 heal mores, that's more than enough to beat him on average. You would have to get really low rolls to have it, or you know, get back attacked as well to have a negative outcome. So I'm just really surprised.
Getting back attacks is pretty easy, and using up all 5 herbs and having the Dragon Lord, cast Hurt More 6 times in a row. That happened yesterday to me.
So yeah, Pyrelite just mentioned, like, I can't help but reiterate his comment that if I were in this race, I might be a little bit behind time-wise with the Silver Shield, but then it would be easier to get to the Dragon Lord, and I would be very comfortable going at level 15, and I don't think I'd have any trouble winning. I'm just surprised that neither player is making the jump. Like, one player I can understand, maybe.
Game Boy is definitely going to hit 16 first.
Yeah, so with High Spirits not going down, it looks like Game Boy... I mean, I cannot imagine any possibility where he would not go at level 16. I don't know what it gives yet, but...
hit point damage, excellent move.
So yeah, Game Boy's zone outside of Charlock, it was a good thing for him he found this. He's managed to pull ahead in experience fighting just large enemies. I think there are red dragons and golems in this zone.
Why didn't you cast Repel again?
Yeah, we might find out what else is in there without Repel.
And he's just straight smash facing this time. At the very least, do the flute on the first round. It's not that much time lost. In fact, you lose more time, casting heal more repeatedly.
Okay, so level 16 for Game Boy. 8 power, obviously he's gonna go now. Just 8 power and 5 HP, but again, that's more than enough to feel comfortable. And I
hope so. Oi. This has been a little bit of a silly run.
Anyway, yeah, McGrew, you're right about the damage range, 8 to 17 at level 15. So on average, they're going to do, you know, somewhere around 12 and a half, and they can expect to win in about 13 attacks on average. And with 12 heal mores, I just can't believe neither player made the jump. So yeah, Game Boy is going to heal. He's got plenty of agility. I see him having no problems running from everything on the way down. This should be an easy win for Game Boy at this point.
Unless he goes the wrong direction.
Highspirits, meanwhile, within 500 experience, will be close behind, just a couple minutes behind Game Boy on the way down. It's...
And Game Boy getting hit by every single low-level enemy possible. Can we trip over more monsters? Maybe. Yeah, Game Boy's not even trying to fight.
It is possible to come across situations where, for example, he would want to fight red dragons if they were too strong. In this case, I think his agility is high enough. You know, I have to assume he's going to be comfortable running from red dragons. But again, just the fact that neither player went at level 15, I don't know what to expect, and they could make different choices that I didn't expect. So Highspirits reaching level 16 is going to heal and be on his way.
And for those watching, I really did not think level 17 was enough yesterday.
It's also worth noting both players being on Strength HP is good on this seed. With Strength Agility, they would be below 97 HP right now. And I guess at level 16 it wouldn't make any difference at all, but if one of them had been brave enough to go at level 15, they wouldn't have been able to do it with Strength Agility, most likely. Still, the possibility existed, but it would have been a lot more dangerous.
So close.
Yeah, Highspirits surprisingly not far behind. You know, there's always the chance he could catch up if Game Boy encounters more enemies, especially more enemies he can't run from quickly.
Like this red dragon right here.
Yeah, this enemy, wow, he ran first try, so that was the test.
Try.
No, he got back attacked.
Ah.
Yeah, it's true, McGrew, they'd only have 94 HP on Strength Agility, but with the extra power, I think they would still be more than comfortable going at this point. Only needing to land 10 or 11 attacks on average. So with 12 heal mores, I think it would still be a favorable fight at that point.
Man, all these games where there's actually close battles.
It is truly amazing how many of these races have been very, very close. This one is no exception. Highspirits could probably be fighting the Dragon Lord when Game Boy wins, assuming he does emerge successfully from this battle. A Stone Man, and Game Boy correctly saving enough magic for Stop Spell, retaining his 12 heal mores, so he can fight this comfortably. 60 damage in one attack, unbelievable.
Oh, I didn't need to use that herb. Or that herb. Oh, God. He's starting with the Hirtmores. Oh, that could actually change things.
Oh wow, I'm surprised Game Boy attacked there. I feel like he's actually lucky he didn't kill the Dragon Lord there. Oh, he's choosing a heal more, and I can't blame him for this because, again, he knows that level 16 is overkill, and he's just going to have no problem here. He's going for the quickest possible victory.
But if the Dragon Lord back attacked, he might have been really screwed.
It could have been closer, but I think, again, he's just in too safe a spot. Even with 10 heal mores, he's definitely the favorite. He's going to have a couple left over here, I think. 1 or 2, I would guess.
Yeah, especially seeing that 20 damage hit. Wow.
So yeah, I'm not even counting the damage for Game Boy because at this point it's such a safe fight. It just comes down to whether or not he makes an error, like a major mistake.
Like hitting attack and when your hit points is 27?
That's right. If nothing like that happens, he's going to cruise to victory here.
I wonder why Highspirits has 97 MP.
It's the build he took with the name capital H, capital S. It's still strength HP, but it starts with 3 less MP.
Gotcha.
Highspirits still with 11 heal mores again, feels totally comfortable. And as I predicted, they are both fighting the Dragon Lord at the same time. It's going to be a very close finish, probably within 2 minutes or so.
Oh, hurt more. Hurt more.
And
hurt more.
Highspirits
getting hit by 3 different hurt mores.
Highspirits is going to try and claw his way back out with herbs. Meanwhile, Game Boy has just finished. A very short seed, starting with Hurtmore so early. Game Boy finishes at 117.35.
Wow, Dragon Lord won the trolling.
So yeah, Highspirits didn't want to use that heal more, but again, Highspirits is going to have no trouble beating the Dragon Lord with 10 heal mores, I think. Especially if he attacks first here. And he does.
Probably. I'm just joking around here about all those trolling hurt mores.
So congratulations to Game Boy, who emerges victorious. A very close race. It's going to be just another 2 minutes or so for Highspirits to beat the Dragon Lord.
Good game, Game Boy.
Hey, Shoobs.
Hey, yo!
Hello.
Welcome, Game Boy.
You got me?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
I'm actually going to turn my NES sound off because that's loud. There we go.
We weren't hearing it.
Well, no, you weren't hearing it, but I was, and yeah.
Congratulations on your win on a very close, very quick seed that ended up very close. Highspirits is about to beat the Dragon Lord. He's got 6 heal mores left.
Oh, wow. What level was he?
Also level 16, which is the first thing I wanted to ask you about. I was shocked that neither of you chose to go at level 15, and I wanted to ask you what deterred you.
Yeah, well, I was starting to fail to run a lot. Then I was at 90, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try to find more agility, and I didn't find it, but I found the power, which bought me an extra heal more, because there were a lot of run fails, so so I went to 16.
Yeah, and indeed, you knew you were comfortable burning a heal more or two before fighting the Dragon Lord's second form. You were just that strong. There was no question about that.
Yeah.
Highspirits is in the same situation. He started the DL2 fight with 10 heal mores, and I already said he's going to be, like, he's just going to win pretty much every time he attacks first. And he just won with 1 heal more left over.
Yeah. Oh, man. Wow. So I had a feeling, I thought I was in the lead, but it turns out I was barely in the lead.
Yeah, it was pretty close. Pretty close all the way through.
Yeah, so I guess that was a gamble that worked out.
If you want to see an interesting game, watch mine and Zarnax yesterday.
Yeah.
Silly.
Yeah. Well, I saw it. I've seen all the matches, so
Ah,
he's gonna get dinner.
So just an 80-minute race, barely more than 2 minutes separating the two of you, a very close race.
Yeah. Oh.
very, very, very close.
Was Shubes join you for the stream? Did
Yeah.
Shubes join you? Oh, he did. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I hope you don't mind.
No, I don't mind. No, not at all. No, I just gonna record that in the official record.
Yeah, I'll figure out how to operate OBS with 2 mics. In the meantime, Sparkover will stream our next race, so there won't be any issue with that.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, we've been having a lot of races with 3 commentators, which is awesome.
And that's just fine, right?
Oh yeah, that's fine. As a matter of fact, I'm starting to think when we get to the final, we'll do 3 commentators if we can.
As long as we can keep from tripping over each other.
Yeah. I was thinking I might have had an advantage because I was able to pick off a bunch of blue dragons early, but I don't know.
Yeah, the fact that blue dragons had hurt was very, very helpful. I don't think I would have fought them if they just had their attack, but the fact that they had hurt, it was very safe to use multiple heal or hurt mores.
Mm-hmm. Did Highspirits pick up a lot of blue dragons?
Yeah, he played most of the race very similar to you, and yeah, I thought both of you were playing very strong.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Glad we gave everybody a nice, entertaining race.
Highspirits chose, I think it was by accident, I think he meant to choose his letters in lowercase instead of uppercase, but he did land on strength HP, but he started with 3 less MP than you.
Oh.
So it turned out to not matter. He did have 12 heal mores in the end. But yeah, he made the same decision as you to grind to level 16, and he made it right away, like he didn't even try to go down.
Yeah. Oh, I jumped into the chat room, your chat room here, and HS forgot where Charlock was?
Yeah, I didn't notice that. Didn't know that for sure.
Oh, okay. What did I think about a boarded seed, WND? I thought it was the worst seed in the tournament. And I apologize to everybody. And we pretty much made up a new rule on the spot there.
Yeah, I wanted to ask how you guys came to that decision, because on the stream it looked like you guys stopped moving at the exact same time, and I wanted to find out how you guys communicated.
Well, when Highspirits went ... a couple times in the SRL chat, because obviously I'm not going to watch your stream, and I didn't even watch my stream at all. I was like, okay, Highspirits is having a big problem too. I mean, I was able to get the 1 Drakey, but that was because I had an herb, and the only thing that was showing up was Drakey's, Magic Drakey's Scorpions. So nobody had a prayer, and we couldn't find a metal slime because that's the emergency. That's the emergency strat in that scenario. So so we just decided that, I was like, you know what, HS, can we do this over? can we reseed?
Okay, yeah.
Can we reseed, please?
I finally found it, scrolling back up, and there was a lot of text before that, so I totally missed it. I thought you guys just stopped like right away before any of that was said, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, we were pretty much thoroughly done with that seed after 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I gained 0 experience.
I gained 3.
But good job, man.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good job to you. It was a very close race.
Yeah, Dragon Lord 1 trolled the hell out of me. He did like 7 hurt mores in a row.
Yeah, he nailed me for 4. And I was just like, screw it, I'm heal moring. I was like, I have 11 heal mores left. I'm just, and I was like, I had 100 strength and 140 attack power, 142, excuse me, fire's ring. But yeah, and I was like, I'm going in.
Yeah, the fun police got me just before the boss, so I had to burn an extra heal more there.
Ooh.
So I had to burn, but I still had well more than enough to finish at level 16.
Yeah.
Which is good because otherwise it was kind of close at the end there.
Mhm.
You were down to your last heal more.
I kind of knew where Sharlock was, but forgot for a while. So it took me a little while to remember the exact coordinates to get there. So I kind of lost a bit of time there trying to find it again.
Ah.
But at least you found it.
Yeah. It took me forever to find the Rainbow Drop Cave.
Oh yeah. It's those nooks and crannies.
Well, so I went through the Swamp Cave to get there.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And because it was right next to the Swamp Cave, but earlier in the run, I went through the Swamp Cave, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to go pick up the princess, just in case, you know, I need her for something. And
Mm-hmm.
instead of going out the north exit to see where the Rainbow Drop Cave was, I just went right back to the castle.
Ah.
So I was kind of close at one point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. Well, Sparkover is very pleased. You picked up the princess.
I
Oh,
know,
yeah.
she's so happy. Don't mind me, by the way. I'm eating dinner because I'm starving.
Yeah. What's for dinner?
Pulled pork sandwiches.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Are you sure it's not the Dragon Lord?
What was that?
Are you sure it's not the Dragon Lord?
Yeah. They taste like I just fried the Dragon Lord. I mean, the Dragon Lord wasn't that hard at level 16.
No.
I mean, it looks like we both had the same build, so.
And now I just saw the 3 hearts from Sparkover.
Nice. So Game
Sorry.
Boy, with this victory, Game Boy is going to be playing me out in the next round.
Yeah.
And Highspirits, I'm just going to find out where his name goes. It looks like he's going to face the winner of JLo 7 and the Seawolf, which I believe hasn't taken place yet.
No, it has not taken place, nor has it been scheduled yet.
Okay.
It's alright, I'll see you at the end again, Game Boy.
Sounds good to me. I'd be honored to race you again.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're here, Ness. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm ready to expect anything. I've seen so many close races between everyone, like literally not just opponents that are close together in seeding, but everyone has had really close races from everything I've seen. And
Oh my! Well, we've had 3 races decided by 40 seconds or less. I think there are, yeah, and this is the 4th race decided by 3 minutes or less. And Schubinator would have made it the 5th if he not forfeited. I mean, he would have beaten the Dragon Lord no problem. So.
And
Yeah.
I just had a Dragon Quest 1 race this morning that was 22 seconds apart, so.
Yeah, there you go. Dude, everybody, Dragon Quest Randomizer is awesome. Dragon Quest is awesome. Go play Dragon Quest. Go play Dragon Warrior. Just do it.
Give your life away to the Dragon Quest Lord.
Oh my.
But yeah, it was. Second seed was nice. I'm usually used to getting trolled by seeds pretty badly. I mean, it did start off that way.
Yeah, the first seed was like,
It was horrible.
Yeah.
I found
Which is-
Sharlock. That's about the best that I could do.
which is kind of why I decided at the start of my seed yesterday to just sit there and grind.
We couldn't though. That was the problem. There was no
Yeah.
slimes in the draggies you couldn't hit.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
I almost thought of. I actually restarted the race twice. Because I was like, okay, I'm gonna try using my herb here to see if this is gonna do something for me. Nope, wasted herb. Just reset. Then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try going south, and I used the herb, and I got 1 square away and ran out of health. So I'm like, reset.
Oh my.
I was
At
like,
least
this is
you
only
tried.
yeah, it's like this is only 4 minutes in. I'm gonna try again.
Yeah,
I
but-
considered going for a 15th level kill, but I didn't like what my defense was at.
Yeah.
And the fact that I was under 100 health, so that's why I waited till 16.
yeah,
Yeah.
both players made the same decision, and I was a little surprised that I thought maybe one of you would choose to go at level 15.
I can, like I said, I was right on the edge, but I just didn't like my overall stats. I knew it was not going to be Well, I could have won. You know, one of us could have won if we didn't have to like burn 1 or 2 hurt mores just getting to him.
Right.
But yeah, but in the end, it worked out as what it had to be because we needed to burn those hurt mores.
Yeah, yeah, because like with the stats on 15 that they were, there was no doubt we could have beaten the Dragon Lord. However, there was red dragons on every single floor. Red dragons have 90 agility. We had 84, so you're looking at a 45% chance of running away. And more often than not, you're going to get nailed with that quad run fail, and then you're out at Sharlock, and then you're SOL. So, yeah. I was like, yep, 16.
So did you die to 500 red dragons too?
I died to a few red dragons, yes.
It seemed like everywhere I went to explore, I'm like, okay, we're going this way now. Okay, we're making progress. Nope, still don't see anything. Don't red dragon, I'm dead. Okay, we're going to go the other way. Because nothing was near the castle except for Garingham.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else was way on the other corner of, like, the other corners of the map. Like, we got stuck in the southwest corner.
Yeah.
And everything else was in the other parts, so it's like, it took forever to find anything. By the way, my Nubo looks cute on stream. Hi, Nubo.
Hi, Nubo.
But yeah, so we kind of got stuck in the corner, and then red dragons in every direction.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
But,
true.
you know, level, what, 3 hurt more than, you know, wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, when did you get your bamboo pole, by the way?
A while, because I actually didn't see the town at first, so I grinded first. A couple of levels, and then when I took the 2 steps away to see the town there, I'm like, hey, look, the town!
Oh, I saw the town and I was like, yep, reset, and then I got the bamboo pole at 2 minutes, and then I grinded because I was struggling with the ghosts and the magicians. They were just bad news.
Oh yeah, I was frustrated because I was level 1, like, and there's red slimes in here, so like the first 2 fights, red slimes, dead. I'm like, cool, I just need 1 more red slime. Magician, ghost, magician, ghost, ghost, magician, ghost, magician. Finally a red slime!
Yep. Yeah.
I was like, oh, come on.
Yeah, I found a bamboo pole and a chainmail, so I damage broke the ghost. Yeah.
If I would have took a step away, I would have saw the town at the beginning, so.
Mm-hmm.
By then I'm like, I'm already level 3, forget it. I'm not going to reset.
Yeah. When did you get Erdrick's armor?
Fairly quickly, actually.
Oh, you probably beat me. Did he Card and Shub, did he beat me to the punch?
Oh,
To what again?
Did Highspirits get Erdrick's armor first?
I'm pretty sure HS got it first.
Yeah, by a substantial margin?
I probably got it by level 7 or 8 at the most.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the first directions that I really was exploring in.
But it wasn't terrible, again, especially having hurt more. It didn't hold anyone back not having it, really.
Until we ran into, you know, Fun Police.
Yeah, red dragons.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, we got hurt more. This game's Red Dragon. Oh, crap. I'm sorry, guys. I'm dead.
Well, boy, the blue dragons are great, man. Usually blue dragons are crap.
I farmed a little bit in Hawksness because of it.
Yeah.
But it was only like 1 level. Because I was only like level 10, so I'm like, or level 9 at the time, so I'm like, well, shucks. I think I might as well at least get 1 level here before. And then I got the level up, and it was something like 22 strength or something. I'm like, okay, I'm out of here.
Yep.
Off to somewhere else.
Blink I'm Gone is saying that HS got the sword first, and I got the armor first, but I guess...
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so therefore HS found Remolder first, because that was the only way you were getting magic keys in this seed.
Yeah, so Game Boy was ahead in experience at that point by a few hundred, and I felt like Highspirits was getting compensation by finding the keys first. I thought it would end up balancing out pretty well, and I was right. Again, you guys were really, really close together in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rimmildar was the last town I found.
Well, I will honestly say that I am very fortunate that I'm going to move on to the Golem round.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll meet you at the end.
Yep. I'll hold you to it.
Someday we'll run into each other at Red Dragons. Oh wait, no, Dragon Lord. Oh, good, you get to go through the Red Dragons. I'm the one that's going to get boned, as MTI said. Skeleton round. Oh man, the Droll round, the Druins. Did you run into 500 Druins?
I ran into quite a few drones.
It's like I literally got a stretch of like 5 encounters in a row, like within like 10 steps, and it was Druin, Druin, Druin,
Yeah.
Druin, Druin.
Yeah, like when I was managing the southeast quadrant of the game. Hi, Rebecca. I'm done in a few minutes. Where was I going? When I was doing the southeast quadrant, I was getting magician, troll, ghost, and I'm like, come on. At least give me a town.
Attack, sleep.
Yep.
Now
Yeah.
the worst enemy I think in this run was, besides the Red Dragon, was the Warlocks. Heal More and Fire Dragon Lord Breath. It's the only thing I found that had Dragon Lord Breath. So.
Oh, I didn't find them having Dragon Lord breath.
Oh yeah, I found them right away, like because they were actually close to the town also.
Yeah, because I was hurt mooring them all the time.
Yeah, I didn't have Hurt More by the time I found the first one, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, good job, man. Good luck in the next round.
Thank you very much. Good luck to you as well.
Oh yeah, I'm good now. I ate breakfast. I'm good, or dinner, or whatever the hell it is. Since I work such a weird schedule, I haven't figured out if this is breakfast or dinner yet. But yeah, so I'm actually gonna go settle in and get ready for bed soon because I haven't slept yet today. So appreciate the race.
Yeah, appreciate the race. What a pleasure.
Oh yeah, like I said, good luck in the next round,
Yeah, you too.
and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So good night.
Yeah.
A very enjoyable race on both sides. Congratulations, Game Boy, and good luck to both players in their next matches.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.